Welcome, travelers, young and old from near and far. Join me as we continue the tale of Finwe and Doris and his new life here in Morrowind. When we last left Finwe, he had just completed the pilgrimages of the Seven Graces and was welcomed into the fullness of the temple family by the master of the Vivec Fane. Still enthralled by his newfound faith and devotion, Finwe immediately offered his service to the master, who proceeded to task Finwe with convincing a fellow member of the temple faith to quit the Holy City, as she bears the Divine Disease Corprus. And so now we find Finwe preparing to search the temple library for some sermon or holy text that may help him convince a fellow member of the faith to, for the good of the faithful, go into self-banishment on the Telvanni Coast. And with that, welcome back everyone to the tale of Finwe and Doris with me, Dr. Morrowind. So I actually originally wrote that planning that we would be in the library. We're clearly not in the library, but we're going to go over there now. And I suppose that I don't have to fly over there, but I figured it'd be nice to go ahead and just once again sort of take all of this in. I think later mods sort of added to this. Personally, I kind of like the simplicity, the simple architecture of the temple, but I'm sure others would, disagree with me on that. So like I said in the introduction, we're looking for a series of sermons or something that hopefully can help us convince a member of the temple faith to leave the most holy city in the province. Now, if you recall how expensive that first quest was, not that first quest, but it cost 100 gold to complete the Shrine of Generosity, so I imagine anyone who's here has probably spent quite a bit to get to the Holy City, so they're probably not going to want to go anywhere anytime soon. But before we head to the Vivec Library, I just wanted to double check. Hello, Aristelis. Do you sell books? No, you just sell potions, do you? Okay. Second thing, let's pray really quick to the Shrine of Nerevar to get our magicka back. And of course, we didn't absorb it like I was planning on it. So I didn't absorb that one either, motherfucker. We're gonna head down to the library, and if we find the book there, we're going to borrow it. I will later go ahead and bring it back. But I don't really want to go ahead and buy the book. What's the point of the temple having all these holy texts if we can't make use of them? Alright, so I've prayed at most of these shrines, and I still... There we go. I was gonna say, I still haven't absorbed the magicka. And, here's the other thing I want to test real fast. Internal Minister Urine. With an outfit like that, you must be doing fairly well. Let's go ahead and talk to you again. Do you have a better introduction? Do you have a different... There we go. You're Urine, Internal Affairs Minister of the High Fane. Internal Affairs? Yes, I manage all internal affair records for the temple in the province, much of which involves the discussion of province-wide temple policy and deployments. These matters normally only directly impact higher members of the temple, usually those with curate rank or higher. You can always check with me to see if there have been any recent discussions pertaining to you. Okay. Any records for me? Due to your rank, I doubt you would have come up in any serious temple discussions that would warrant me reviewing my notes. Once you have proved yourself sufficiently to the canons and archcanons, the canons and archcanons may take note of you. Good to see this mod is working. This is my own little tiny mod that I put in here to make the story advance a little smoother, in my opinion. We'll see if it breaks. Apparently Morrowind only likes one particular type of font. It took me forever to figure out how the fucking books go. Yes. Oh, well, we're here. So there are two halls here. There's the Hall of Justice and the Hall of Wisdom. While we're, out and about in Vivec trying to convince this one woman to leave, I heard that a couple of ordinators were killed. We should stop by the watch office as well. Really make ourselves known as I want to say we're a novice? Right. Make ourselves really well known. Hopefully they'll promote us pretty much straight to initiate. Hall of Justice. Oh, I wonder if we should try and do all this at once. Yeah, probably. I don't know if they'd take us straight from novice to initiate, but if we do this extra service, maybe they would. Yes, Julia and Jacob. All right, justice offices. Who are we looking for? Falavaralolo? You do not look like... Oh, wait. You know Tanusa Veloth, the woman I have to get rid of. She's over at the arena. She has Corprus. Don't touch her. Yeah, I know. I know. Barel Sala, you control the Ordinators. I know that much. You are one of the most high-ranking members of the Temple Martial Orders here on the island. Interesting. Okay. I'm fairly certain the guy I'm looking for is, like, in a legit sort of office. He wouldn't be in one of these random unnamed back rooms. Or maybe he would be, for all I fucking know. Sir Anathonius? You don't seem to know anything about these killings. And I feel like it would be hard to borrow a book in this area with people just constantly watching us. Aroa Nathelin, do you know anything about these killings in Vivec? You don't. I have a feeling that the justice offices is not what we need. Very well. There should be more than just justice offices in this area, though. I do not know what is up with my mouse right now, but it's really starting to piss me off. Still justice offices. I say, I'm glad I realized I should use the minimap to make sure I don't walk back in the direction that I've already been. That was definitely a problem in the earlier game. Oh, cool. So here's the shortcut to the Hall of Wisdom, so we don't actually have to go outside, and that should mean that this is the main set of Office of the Watch, Ordinator Barracks, Ordinator Barracks. Office of the Watch is what we want. And Terror Baranen. Greetings, Finwe and Doris. I need someone to deliver my apologies for me, and you look like you have a way with words. My good man, you are in luck because I am trying to work myself up into the good graces of the temple and show that I can do more than just pilgrimage. What are these apologies? I'm afraid I was... I love this. I love how, like, holy warriors have no problem just being like, yeah, I was fucking pissed drunk last night. Because this is Vivec. You know, this is Morrowind. This is not... Whenever you're thinking of the temple and the religion here, if you're thinking about Western religions like the Nine Divines and abstinence and all that shit, like, you're completely off. The whole point of the temple is, like, family-based and ancestor-based. They don't really have as many prohibitions about, like, physical pleasures. Anyway. Good segue. Thank you, Mr. Baron. I'm afraid I was rather drunk last night when I ran to Trebonius Artorius, that arrogant fool. If you don't recall, that's also the Archmage of the fucking Mages Guild. It seems that the drink took over my tongue and I called him a flathead. Now I have a horrid rash. No matter what I do, no matter now how many potions I use or spells I cast, it won't go away. I've tried everything! Exclamation point. If you give him my most sincere apologies, maybe he'll make it go away. I'd do it myself, but I'm feeling a little under the weather. I'll pay you 50 gold for your trouble. Sure. Of course. I mean, honestly, I would probably respond, like, more emphatically than sure, why not, given how Finwe is right now. But, sure. Why not? Good. Take this book to him and tell him I'm truly sorry. You'll find him in the Mages Guild here in Vivec. He's a rather powerful wizard, as I've learned. Terriers, Aedra, and Daedra have been added to your inventory. Okay. Cool. Well, it's good to know. Thank you, sir.
Is there something you need?
Aha. So, we had a reason to come in here. I didn't just wander in here for no reason. There is a trapdoor down here, which we're not going to fuck around with. But we also are not going to forget that it's there. Jacob Julan, you are going to need to move the fuck out of the way here soon. Alright, Elam Andas. I guess I'll just whisper this seductively in your ear since you won't look directly at me. I am Elam Andas, Chief of Vivec's Order of the Watch. Do you have questions about my trade or are you looking for work? I actually want to know about the Order of the Watch. The Order of the Watch provides guards for temples and shrines. Here in Vivec, which is a temple city, we are the guards who enforce the laws and preserve order. Okay, very good. What's your trade then? I'm what the temple calls a crusader. Crusaders are warriors who serve the tribunal, but now any heavily armored warrior with a self-proclaimed cause calls himself a crusader. My personal cause is hunting down necromancers, witches, thieves, murderers, bandits, heretics, and other evildoers, and I'm the commander of the Ordinator Order of the Watch. Very good. Okay. Julian, your eyes are stunning compared to his. Holy shit, someone put a lot of work into you. Man, he is staring fucking daggers at him. I love this! I haven't played Morrowind for a couple of days, so I'm pretty excited to get back into it. Right, what's that work you were talking about? Work. We've had 7 killings in Vivec recently. All the victims had their throats slit. Most did not appear to have struggled. 5 victims were Outlanders. 2 were Ordinators. The 2 Ordinators were armed and on duty. Their weapons were still in their belts, and nothing was removed from the victims' bodies. I cannot hire you. Only Ordinators may serve the watch. But if you can find this killer and execute him, I personally promise you a very handsome reward. I require no commitment from you. Indeed, I cannot officially accept one. But if you are interested, I can tell you what we know about the 7 victims and reports of witnesses. I mean, the idea is you're the head of an order of Ordinators, so even if you can't officially recognize me, just the fact that you know I'm a guy who gets things done for the temple, yeah, I'm more than interested. So tell me about the victims first. None of the 5 Outlander victims had been on Vardenfell longer than a week, and 2 were found in the foreign corridors, one on the foreign quarter canal side, one in a Lalu compound corridor, and one in the water near the arena. All were armed. Only one, a mage, appears to have put up a fight. All right. Keep that in mind. The mage was able to do things, but everyone else wasn't. So that's good for us, because if it's something that, say, damages your fatigue, something that would make it harder for people to hit, like, we'll have trouble, hitting as well with our spells because we'll have lower chance of casting, but we'll have a better chance of doing shit than trying to hit with no fatigue in our spear. So actually what we'll probably do is summon something if it comes down to it. Anyway, only the mage put up a fight. They all had their throats slit with a dagger. Until the 2 Ordinators were killed, we thought it might be an anti-imperial fanatic, and it still might be. Well, that would be rather odd. I mean, you would imagine an anti-imperial fanatic would be a temple fanatic, right? Or a Kimona Tong agent, maybe, but Kimona Tong seems smarter than this. Continue. Right, the 2 dead Ordinators are what really kind of make me wonder, is this Kimona Tong? Because I don't remember them. Maybe they have a beef with the temple for signing the armistice? Anyway, the 2 Ordinators were found dead near the victim at Lalu compound, and we think they coincidentally interrupted the killer at work. Both had their throats slit with a dagger. That neither Ordinator had drawn a weapon is extremely unsettling. So, you see, I was thinking poison. I mean, paralyzed, right? That's why no one had managed to draw anything. But if it was paralyzed, how did the mage put up a fight? It suggests either extraordinary stealth or a very powerful sorcerer. I'm thinking the sorcerer, to be honest, because if it was just straight up stealth, the mage still should have been fucked. That's all we know about the victims. And there's not much information from witnesses either. Yeah, tell me about those now. There are no witnesses. Then why are you mentioning like there's witnesses? There's no witnesses to any of the killings. But in the Lalu compound, at about the same time as one of the killings, an Outlander reported being threatened by a Dunmer woman armed with a dagger. It was dark, and the Outlander transported magically to safety, so he couldn't give us a clear description. But he was sure it was a Dunmer woman with a dagger, who was dressed in a skirt and netherlech armor. Dunmer woman with a dagger? Yes, that's the only description we have. A Dunmer woman with a dagger and a skirt and leather armor. Okay, where were the victims? Oh, previous. They were killed in one in the foreign quarter, one in Lalu compound, one in the arena, and the 2 Ordinators were killed in the Lalu compound. So as we make our way over to the arena, assuming we find a book we need, I know what book we need, but we're going to use some in-universe explanations on how Finwe knows what book to get. We're also getting this because apparently this book comes up in a lot of minor quests. Right, but I'm saying that because if we don't find it here, we're going to the Foreign Quarter. We'll check rumors there. We'll check rumors in the arena, because that's where the Plague Woman is. And then, last but not least, we'll go to the Lalu compound, which is where the majority of the killings were. But I want to go to the other compounds first. For various other quests. Yes. Oh, well, we'll read this in the Hall of Wisdom. That feels more appropriate. Right, Hall of Wisdom. There is a library in here. We don't really need any of the offices. There's the canon offices, Mira Milo's quarters, whoever she is, the Library of Vivec. Here we go. Are you all masters in here? Bella Sendaron, what's your background? You're a novice. Okay, you see how they're all wearing temple robes? But I guess none of them are wearing, like, higher level master robes. Mira Milo. Can I tell you about our collection? Volumes of general interest can be found in the main reading room. Other collections can be found adjoining the main reading room. The volumes are not for sale and can't leave these rooms. Oh. Hey, no. This is great. This is okay. This is going to give us an opportunity, possibly, to go to the Foreign Quarter. We'll go to Jabash's. And we'll get the book we need. But I think the only way to know what book we need is to first wander through here. And again, thanks to Finway's connection to the temple, like, the fact that he's getting the Sermons of Vivec appearing in his mind, I think it's not unreasonable to say that, and with his training in mysticism and basically everything else, I think he can kind of, like, shut his eyes and hover his hands over the books. Like, as soon as he walked in here, he could sense that there was a book of importance, maybe. Watch, it's not even in here. What we're looking for is Sarignoni's Sermons. It's one of the most famous collections of sayings and sermons in the temple. And with this book, anytime we interact with temple people, like, there's a chance you can actually use the book to advance through the quest. Here it is. This is what we need. Sarignoni's Sermons. And it's right fucking next to everybody. Alright. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it in the spirit, in the name and spirit of Lord Vivec. Jacob? Oh, what do you have to say about good books? Read anything interesting lately? Yeah, feel free to look at anything I have. He read the Armorer's Challenge and advanced his skill of armor. Excellent. Cool, Jacob. Good job, you little bookworm. I need you to stay right here, exactly on this spot. No, not move. Together? Wait right here, right on this exact spot, Jacob. I will be disappointed in you if you do not remain exactly here. Yes, move away from the book.
Is there something?
Yes, I need you to look over here. Holy Christ, all the ordinators are coming this way. There's no way we're stealing this book.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Well, Lord Vivec would probably be able to steal it, so we're going to try. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to put ourselves over in this corner. It's probably not going to work, but that's okay. I'm just kind of having fun with it. Let's see. Telekinesis. Let me creep. Cast this spell. And make myself invisible. Yep. Nope. Nope. That's not going to work. Well, like I was saying, at least now, you know, Finwe knows what book he needs. Also, if you're wondering, like, how in the fuck were you supposed to complete this quest if you didn't already know this shit, you can complete this quest with a disposition check, but
is there something
I would rather use the book because I've never actually used the book before to complete this quest, so I'm fucking doing it this time. Come, Jacob. We know what book we need now, Sarignoni's Sermons, and we also know there's no fucking way we are ever going to be able to steal it from this place. And I need to buy a new mouse. There's
Yes,
just
Outlander.
no way,
What do you want?
no way around it. This is not going to be able to go on much longer. So some folks don't really advance. Oh, thank God, Jacob came with us. Some people don't really like to go ahead and use the interventions and things like that for small distance transport. That's a little bit immersion breaking. I would agree with that, but I've gotten so used to just using them as mental shortcuts. Like I don't wanna break myself of the
Make
habit.
it quick, Outlander.
Yes, Talisi, you're lucky, ma'am. Like you're one of the only people that have those fucking gondola hats. And if I wanted to pretend to be a roaming samurai sort of warrior, once I get a really kick-ass katana, I need a hat from one of you fuckers. Don't think that you're not on the fucking chopping block just because you're working at the arena. Or the temple. Anyway, take me first to the foreign quarter, because I also have to return that book. And what is our... Right, we're ready to level up. We have an amount of gold, so... I don't know where I would learn speed. And I don't really think that Finwe is in the mood right now to go ahead and break away from his temple questing to go find someone to train him. So, for now, we're just not going to be leveling up. We may rest because I don't like wandering around at night, but we're not going to do it in a bed. But we are going to first go to the lower level here to get our book from Jabashah, and then we are going to go upstairs, and we're going to deliver that that apology for one of the ordinators who really pissed off the Archmage. We should probably read that book. I'm kind of curious if he made notes. My apologies also. This is the first time that I tried drinking beer instead of water while recording this, and now I'm realizing, I think, why most people drink water. It's because it's not carbonated. But it's so delicious. Anyhow, Jacob, get the fuck out of the way. Okay, if there's an ordinator here, there must be good holy books, which means Jabashah, I'm sure you... Wait, there it is, right there. Saranyoni's Sermons. That's a book we're going to be keeping on us basically permanently. Because like I said, can be used to finish a number of quests. Oh, what do you got for... Oh, wait, I'm looking in the completely wrong area. The Tome of Mysticism. Man, I really kind of want that Jabashah. But not yet. Pilgrim's Path. If I could remember how the alphabet works, this wouldn't fucking take so long. Dr. Morrowind, everyone. I do have a PhD, but that doesn't mean I understand what alphabetical order is. Just ask my fucking reference pages in my dissertation. Thank you, Jabashah. You know what? You have so much money. Can you buy some of these books? I'm not going to sell Withershins, because I know I need that later. I know it's a little bit game-breaking to know I need that, but I'm not fucking dealing with having to buy another copy. I have 2 copies of Pala. Well, that's funny. I don't know why that's funny. Probably because I never actually get Pala, ever. Feyfolken. We can sell one of the Sermons of Vivec. We have 2 of them. Doop, doop, doop. Corpse Preparation Volume 3. 3 of the Volume 1s. Damn, I didn't realize how much of my inventory weight was probably taken up by fucking books. Arcade of the Enemy. Don't really need the... Oh, I can sell the Pilgrim's Path now because I've completed it. Hey, will you buy metal plates? I didn't think so. That would have been cool if you did, though, Jabashah. I really don't like carrying all these fucking plates around. Alright. Well, thank you, my good Khajiit. Alright. By the way, Saranyoni's Sermons. What better place to read a book than a bookshop? We'll come up here. We'll read with our good buddy, Mr. Ordinator. Hey, do you want to read some sermons, my good friend? Yes, you fucking do. You know you do. Actually, it's very, very... Oh my god, I was hoping that I sold it there for... Did I sell it? No. Because you can do that in this game. Not this book. Where is it? Saranyoni's Sermons. What are Saranyoni's Sermons? There are a couple of sayings And then they're the things that were inscribed on the 7 graces. He's the one who wrote all that, so we've read most of this already. But I'll read the introduction, that way, you at least understand also some of the other sayings. So, this volume of the Heriographa, i.e. priestly writings, was written and collected with commentary by Archcanon Throlier Saroni. It is the best-selling of the temple annotated texts, and therefore inexpensive and commonly found in most Dunmer households. Sarioni collects Vivec's most famous sermons and the popular explanations of his Gospels. This text exists in many editions. More elaborate editions are handsomely illuminated with Vivec's quotations from the Gospels for days, seasons, and festivals. Listen, faithful, to the words of Vivec, for he says 5 times 5 in 5 ways. Forge a keen faith in the crucible of suffering, and grave upon thy eye the image of injustice. Death does not diminish, the ghost glides with glory. Faith conquers all, let us yield to faith, and better to suffer a wrong than to do one. I have to be honest, I remember now why I don't like this book, and it's because, 1, you get all this information elsewhere, 2, these sayings are pretty weak shit. Here's the one useful thing. Ready? Sarnioni's sermons, Blessed Alm Civi, Mercy, Mastery, Mystery. Mercy is Almalexia, Mastery is Vivec, and then Mystery is Sothasil, which is why I think it's in Sermon 8, whenever they say, look upon the rebirth of Mastery when Vivec's coming into the city. That's why. All right. Cool. I'm going to read the Adrian Daedra upstairs. Yes, I am. I wish there was a shortcut upstairs. But also, let's go ahead and, reflect really fast what this would look like in real life. One of these just one of these cantons. Because obviously, they scope them down in size for, sake of space. But Jesus Christ, these cantons are supposed to house entire cities. And, every one of the house cantons has a major family there. It's kind of like how in what is it? In I want to say it's the Heian period of Japanese culture, where the big thing was to live in the capital, and this isn't even the capital of Morrowind, but you can see how this is definitely one of the most important cities, and how everything just conglomerates here. I love it. What an impressive idea. The Imperial City is cool, but it's cool in a way that I feel like we all kind of have come to expect with that kind of high fantasy. You know what I mean? As soon as we had the image of Gondor, right, and Minas Tirith and the shining, city of indomitable white stone, now that we have that image in our minds, the Imperial City just feels so much more reachable. I don't know. I love Vivec City. It's just fucking mind-blowing. It's infuriating as fuck the first time you play. Sniff, sniff indeed, Jacob. I'm surprised you followed me in here. Haven't you decided to go for a cigarette yet?
Well met.
Yes, Janad. I remember you. You have scrolls, and I think you have one of the awesome scrolls of a level 75 lock. Yeah, on Ducey's Unhinging. They barely ever do anything for me. Why do I get so excited? I don't know. Oh, will you buy anything else? I bet not. I bet you don't fucking buy anything. I bet you're just gonna be an annoying, useless little ass, aren't you? Please buy something. Buy this Ring of Wizard's Fire. I know, 10 to 30 oh, fuck. I should probably keep that, because we're about to go fight someone who managed to basically destroy everyone except a mage. So, boo to that. Trebonius, you're just waiting for me on the stairs here, are you? Well, I really wanted to read that book first, so we're just gonna chill out here in the main area, sit here, see if anyone comes by, but while we're doing that, we're gonna read this gift book. What an odd thing to do in order to, get back in his graces, also. Anyway, the Adrian Daedra. This is the book that we're gonna give the Archmage to help our Ordinator friend with his rash. Aedra and Daedra. The designations of gods, demons, Aedra and Daedra, are universally confusing to the layman. They are often used interchangeably. I see why we're getting... This is a good primer book if it's one of your first times in Vivec. Excellent. Good job, developer. Aedra and Daedra are not relative terms. They are elvish and exact. Azura is a Daedra in both Skyrim and Morrowind. Aedra is usually translated as ancestor, which is as close as Cyrodiilic can come to this elven concept. Daedra means, roughly, not our ancestor. This distinction was crucial to the Dunmer, whose fundamental split in ideology is represented in their mythical genealogy. Aedra are associated with stasis, and Daedra are associated with change. Aedra created the mortal world and are bound to the earth bones. Daedra, who cannot create, have the power to change. As a part of the divine contract of creation, the Aedra can be killed. Witness Lorkhan and the Moons. The Protean Daedra, for whom the rules do not apply, can only be banished. There you go. Quick little primer on the gods and demons, the Aedra and the Daedra. Now, demons doesn't necessarily mean evil, although some Daedra definitely are. It's just, you know, an easy way to explain it in lay terms.
Well met, Outlander.
All right, Trebonius.
What is it?
My apologies, everyone. Greetings, Finwe and Doris. I am Archmage Trebonius, Guildmaster of Vivec. Yes, you are. You have a weird little thing going on in your mouth there. Anyway, will you advance me? You seem like a little bit of a numbskull. Maybe you won't care. I haven't done enough duties. Advancement, you meet our requirements, but not enough duties, right? Apologies. This book is from Terrier? Well, it's about time he learned some humility. I'm touched by the gesture nonetheless. Here's something for that rash of his, and a little something for you. Hey, he gave me a fucking potion of rising force. Well, thank you. You know, everyone talks some mad shit on you, and I mean, that robe is just ridiculous, but that was fairly nice. Thank you. Oh, real quick. You're an Imperial. Do you know anything about a woman with a dagger around here? I bet I have to go down in the underworks. Oh, I should have done that when I was talking to Jabba Shah. Let's see if anyone out here knows anything. Because we have the book.
I'm a busy gal, so if you could hurry this up.
Shush. Woman with a dagger. It's a sad commentary on our times when a woman must carry a weapon to defend herself. Oh, you're saying you're looking for a Dunmer woman with a dagger wearing an etched cuirass? Sorry, I haven't seen such a woman, but others may have.
If I ever see that elf, he's in
Indeed, others may have. What about you? You're a dark elf, Miss Favis Celerin, woman with a dagger. A woman with a dagger in Vivec? Oh, how terrible! I'm not sure I want my family to be wandering around such a dangerous city. Thank you for warning me. I'm going to cut my shopping trip short. Yeah, I feel like if anyone were to know about this, it wouldn't be the people up here on the top level, I gotta be honest. So we're going to go ahead and go down a level. We'll check the upper wasteworks first. Maybe one of the people in here knows something. But it's basically, we're just popping by incidentally. I don't like any of you fucking bastards. That's right. I'm just going to violate your personal space, because I remember, I really don't like any of you. Relassa Orin, what do you know about a woman with a dagger? A Dunmer woman in a skirt and netch leather armor with a dagger. Nope, I haven't seen anyone like that. But I recall someone, maybe one of the sewer cleaners, saying something about seeing a Dunmer woman down in the underworks. Not that odd, really, though Dunmer are not seen as much in the foreign quarter, but in the underworks. Now that's odd. Nothing down there but rats. It appears you, ma'am, Relassa, you are rapidly becoming the one person on this level that I like. Do you buy things? If you do, you may be... you'll have 150 gold. God damn it. Whatever. Buy one of my diamonds. Buy both my diamonds. I bet. Holy shit. You actually would give me a good price. I wish you had more money. I will actually give you a deal on these diamonds because you have sucked so little compared to everyone else. Thank you. All right. Down to the underworks. So yes, in addition to, you know, the inside,
What words
where
do
there's
you
shops
have for
and
me, citizen?
I guess we haven't been to any other cantons except for the Foreign Quarter. Well, in other cantons, there's no, upper. It's just the inside and then the top little dome area. And there's normally offices in here and manors on top. But then there are the canal works, which are now you're getting like kind of down to the water level. And in some places, right, see, like, there could, like, I think in Lalu there might be an ancestral tomb. And in the Telvanni place, I bet there's just some fucking squatters and shit. And we have a healer. There's a healer down here. What does this healer have? Jarasha. Jarasha.
Khajiit has no words.
Khajiit has no words for
Maybe
you.
she's right.
You got some just regular shoes. Who are you, Jarasha? You have your own shop. Jarasha can see that fisherman is not in need of healer. Perhaps he is lost in canal works. Do not be embarrassed. It happens often. Kantan is confusing place. Stay and talk with Jarasha, if not in a hurry. He does not get many visitors. Yeah, I imagine not, my good sir. Visitors down here. It's lonely for Jarasha down in canal works. He does not see so many patients. He would like to think that this is good, that people are so healthy. But Jarasha knows there is much competition for healing services in Foreign Quarter, and a few in Morrowind seek Khajiit company. But there's other Khajiit in the Foreign Quarter. Surely you... Yes, Jarasha understands Finwe and Doris. There's Tarazami, but she's very mysterious and does not like to talk about herself. She sometimes disappears for days and cannot account for what she does during the time. Basina is very nice, but she seems to spend much of her time with Jabasha. Jarasha does not want to get in the middle of that. Besides, who knows when Jarasha will leave Vivec to learn in other lands. Learn in other lands, huh? This is all clearly the less generic NPC mod. But I've never actually stumbled into this shop, so fuck it. Here's a good chance to actually appreciate the work of that mod maker. Good job, LNGPC, the Vivec Foreign Quarter one in specific. Good job. Learn other lands. Yes. Someday, Jarasha leaves Morrowind to discover new plants and learn new methods of healing in other lands. He thinks Hammerfell is next destination. By the way, I'm reading this exactly as it's written. I'm not, like, excluding words intentionally. Red Guards are another hearty race, and Hammerfell is land of many exotic plants. He is certain that there is connection between two. New methods, eh? Alright, last bit. Jarasha understands that healer's practice is not limited to potions and spells, and different cultures have developed their own treatments to close wounds and treat diseases. Since coming to Morrowind, Jarasha learns much about blight diseases from Ashlanders, things that temple priests are ignorant. Things that temple priests are ignorant. Healers should be open to new ideas. That is why Jarasha keeps traveling. Well, what kind of spells and barter do you do? And then, good on you, Jarasha. I wish you all the best. A 25-point open spell. Interesting. Open wild. No. Jarasha. What is this? No fucking way. You have an open spell for 75 points? I need that. Oh, please tell me that that's actually a reasonable cast price. Holy fuck, Jarasha. Oh, what the fuck? And my dude, you have 762 gold. What the fuck are you? Wow. You fucking rock. My guy. You can have my pearl and some of my other valuable alchemical shit that I'm not actually going to use, like this Daedra skin. Will you buy my Master Mortar and Pestle? Nope. Damn it. Damn it, that's right. You're just a healer. Spell absorption potion, shock resistant, shadow exclusive. I don't need that rising force potion. I just need your money. Restore personality. Restore personality. I know I'm getting rid of some of my exclusive restore magicus, but I have so many. Restore intelligence. All right. Well, oh, this doesn't restore any strength. You can have both of those. That's right. All right. Thank you, Jarasha. Let's take a look at that spell. Holy fuck. Open wild. Okay. I have a 94% chance to fucking cast that shit. Clearly, what is it? That must have been different before the rebalance from, I think, Morrowind, Rebirth. Holy fucking shit. Fine! Oh, we wouldn't have had to kill that Redoran woman. Clearly, this was inspired by the gods. This random fucking stumbling into Jarashas. Oh, thank you. Oh, praise Vivec. Oh, praise Vivec. I did not plan that. Oh, that's so exciting. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever gone in that shop. Fuck. Alright, right. Whew. Back into the seriousness of the fact that we're looking for someone who's been killing, Dunmer with a dagger, apparently. Let's go into the underworks and see what we got. Now you die, I heard someone say. Is that now you die me, or now you die rat? There's someone down there, so we're gonna kill this rat, but that now you die may quickly turn into something else. And we're gonna levitate, because I'm gonna have to get over this water. Who is screaming now you die? Is it Julan? Ooh, okay. Alright, here's someone running at me. Keep her away from me. What is that dagger she hit me with? Well, Julan, Jacob, not ideally positioned at all. Dreamer Prophet. It's another one of those fucking people talking about Dagothar and their weird dreams and shit. Ma'am, what was that you were hitting me with? Sixth house dagger. Absorb fatigue. So that's why the, what is it called? Why no one except the mage could actually have drawn their weapon is because their fatigue was destroyed. You can keep that shit. I will take this random key. The Rebirth actually named it, which is really fortunate. You don't want to lose that key. And then she's got corpus meat on her. Fucking gross. That's fucking disgusting, man. That shit can give you corpus. Let's get the fuck away from her. We're Almcivian away from that. So, we still haven't completed this quest. But at least for now, and we are going to complete that quest as part of this chapter. But for now, one person is completely covered in a rash, and it is 10 p.m. I want to save him some of the pain. And then the other guy should know, like, at the end of the evening that his ordinators can rest easy because we took care of the problem. Tidings, citizen. Apparently, all the ordinators are largely from the same great house Indoril, which doesn't have holdings in Vardenfell, but they largely supply all the people who are part of the priestly class. I don't know if anyone could even hear anything over all of you just saying the same question in unison. You first, Terrare. Don't blink at me or I won't give you the potion. Hello, Finwe and Doris. I hope you've been able to speak to Trebone. You've been able to speak to... Whatever. I fucked up reading this. This rash is killing me. Apologies. I see all is forgiven. He gave you something for me? He gave you something for me. Excellent. I'm feeling better already. Since you did such a good job, here's an extra 50 gold. How could I have fucked that up to where I didn't get that extra 50, I wonder? Whatever, Brerarin. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of each other as fellow members of the temple.
Probably nothing.
And yes, Elam, look at me. I really don't like it when it's just you two staring at each other. Whatever. Have fun with that. I should actually screenshot that. Elam Andes, is this about the work I mentioned, or did you have other questions? Work. According to your report, the Dunmer woman you killed matches the description given us. Well, we'll dispatch ordinators to follow up, but I believe you have identified and executed the killer. On behalf of the city and of the Office of the Watch, thank you. And now, for the reward I promised. I'll give you a choice. You may either have an Endoral helm and cuirass, or a belt of the armor of God. The helm and cuirass are heavy armor, and only useful to a strong fighter. The items belong to one of the ordinators who were killed, and it is fitting that they should reward the one who avenged his murder. However, we ask you not wear this armor in Vivec City, for you may be mistaken for an ordinator in guard. Also, if you wear that and the other ordinators talk to you, then they all institute a holy crusade to kill you, and there's nothing you can ever do to get off that list except reload the game. You can do console commands, but if you were playing this on the base game, like, you can't pay off a bounty or anything. You're just, fuck you. They just want to fucking kill you. Alternatively, the Belt of the Armor of God provides magical armor and improves resistance against hostile spells and should be useful for any adventurer. Which would you like? Listen, the belt is the better option. We're taking the armor. We're taking the armor for two reasons. One, that's the armor that I was wearing whenever I shot the intro card, and I fucking won it. Two, like he said, it's something about, you know, the ordinator who died, his armor coming to reward us. So we're going to take that as like a religious sign, and we're just going to roll with it. And I don't know, I feel like Finwe just wants to go ahead and have this special armor. He's not going to wear it, but I don't know if it'd wear the belt either, and I don't think it'd actually use it. Give me the helmet and cuirass. Very good. Please accept the helm and cuirass with our thanks, and accept on behalf of Vivec City our thanks for ridding us of this dangerous killer. Endoral cuirass and helm have been added to my inventory. Yes, endoral cuirass and endoral helm. We're gonna go outside, and then I'm going to save, put this on, and then you are all gonna get to see what happens when I talk to one of these grumpy bastards. So, apparently the helmet is actually, you know, based on Lord Nerevar's own face. Yeah. Fuck you, Ordinator.
Where did you get that? That armor you wear is sacred to our order. You will be punished in blood.
Yep, kill me. I want death. Holy shit, what are you wielding, my good sir? Ow! So yeah, even if I would have killed him, every other Ordinator in the game permanently wants me dead at that point. So one final thing to do. We know we need to go to the arena, but at least we know we're not going to be murdered by some crazy Dunmerd prophet woman with a dagger. Because we took care of that. Hello, Talisi Uvean. Take me to the arena. And while we're here, I think we're going to train Julian. Or Jacob. Julian Jacob. For anyone who just joined us, I know the modded character's name is Julian, but he reminds me a lot of my friend that I don't get to see now that I've moved out here to the middle of the country. So he is now... Where'd he go? Does he teleport behind me? We'll see. Jacob, where did you go? I feel like he followed me successfully once before. Well, who knows. I'm sure I'll figure it out. And if I can't, I'll fix it later with console commands. Because that's the beautiful thing you can do in this game when you play on PC. Like, I love the nostalgia factor of playing on the consoles. But Jesus Christ, like, that right there. Instead of having to wander all over the place for the guy, I'll just find his, you know, user ID, essentially, and teleport him to me before the next play session. Did he come with me in here? Jacob Julian, where the fuck did you go? I don't know, but I'm saving. So, if he's gone, he's gone. It's actually a problem if he's gone, but I'll make it work. So we're here. I guess I'm not training him, though. And I sense that it... Well, no. Let's pretend that I didn't just walk directly up here. Let's actually fucking ask someone. Let's ask this very nicely dressed woman. Hello, Morusu. Actually, if I wait for an hour, will Jacob catch up? Nope. He's lost. He's smoking somewhere in the city. Hello, Maurices Varen. Who are you? Why are you so well dressed? You're a noble. Do you know where our good friend Tanusa Veloth is? She's right over there. That is so fucking helpful. I could have just walked directly up to her for how useful that was. Jesus. Where did she go? Where did she go? She was right there. No! What did you do? You fucking random noble. She was just there. I saw her. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well. We'll just quickly reload because that... I don't know where she went. I was looking directly at her. There she is. We're just gonna go ahead and not give her a chance to wander away. Clearly a pilgrim. She's barefoot. Hello, Tenusius Veloth. Don't blink at me. Tenusius Veloth. Listen, Finwe and Doris, even natives get confused in Vivec. What are you looking for? I'm looking for you, actually. I need you to leave. I need you to leave Vivec City. I can ask as a favor for me, or I can quote from the sermons. Quote from the sermons. Enough. You do not need to quote from your copy of Sarignoni's sermons. I will do as you ask and go to the Corpusarium. I convinced her by using the sacred texts. Alright, let's see if an Almcivi intervention will take me back to wherever Jacob was. I failed at casting the spell because I'm slightly tired. And again. And again. Fourth time's a charm. There we go. Good thing I'm teleporting right back to where there's magic. Are you here, Jacob? There you are. You were just fucking chatting here with Deniso and Dulius. You have spells too, do you? I'll take that restore strength. We may need that. Yes! That's where today is a good day. Holy shit, everyone. And cure poison on touch. I don't think we have the ability to cure poison on anyone else. And absorb fatigue. We'll be stealing some of Jacob's fatigue in a pinch. But most importantly, Hearth Heal. And Mother's Kiss. Oof. We'll be taking both of those. Now we have a good range of healing spells. Wow. Thank you, ma'am. And now that we've convinced her to leave, we can go ahead and report on our success to Mr. and Darren Lethelin. Did you convince Tenusia Veloth to leave Vivec City? Leave Vivec City. I'm glad you were able to convince Tenusia to leave. She will be cared for in the Corpusarium. I will no longer spread the disease. Since you may have been exposed to a blight disease, please take these potions. Are you ready for further duties? Let me see if I actually was infected. I did talk to her. No, I wasn't. Thank goodness.
Oh, no weakness or
Let's see. What brings you to the temple, novice? Have you been lax in your duties? I was actually wondering, because I have done some duties for the Ordinators, and you saw I do more than just pilgrimages, Master Lethen. Would you be willing to consider me for advancement to the rank of Initiate? Advancement. The temple recognizes you, Finwe and Doris. You are now Finwe and Doris the Initiate. So my next rank is Acolyte Master, and now that I've proven myself with, helping out with more than just pilgrimages, what would I need to do to show myself truly as an up-and-comer in the faith? What duties would I need to do? To prove that you have the patience and wisdom, you must make the pilgrimage to the Sanctus Shrine. To make the pilgrimage, I must swear you to silence. If you speak with anyone before reaching the shrine, you will have broken your vow. Before you are sworn to silence, you may wish to purchase some potions of levitation or water walking. There is no easy way to get to the Sanctus Shrine in Dagon Fell, and the waters can be dangerous. Tell me when you are ready to take the vow of silence. That will be in the next chapter of Finway's Tale, but I'm just going to let you know that's the other side of this fucking province, so that's why I preface this by saying, are there any duties that would warrant our immediate advancement to Acolyte? Because this does. I mean, you saw from the last episode, we could have just rushed to Acolyte, but we didn't. But I think that we may wait as long as we wish to take the Oath of Silence. I think that this duty, so I'll bring up the paper map next time, but we're down here, okay? The Sanctus Shrine is right fucking here. It is literally on the other side of this goddamn province, which makes it very interesting. We're not going to walk the whole distance. We're not going to be doing a whole episode that is walking to the Sanctus Shrine, but that is what we are going to be doing on, the next chapter of Finwe and Doris's tale here in Morrowind. Yes, jumping for joy at that, and I think we will conclude by Jacob and I practicing our spearcraft here before the temple of Lord Vivec. And with that, I think we may conclude this chapter of Finwe and Doris's tale here in Morrowind. Jacob? Jacob, what kind of pants are you wearing? They're sparkly. That means they're magical. Why do you have magic pants? Very good. All right, Jacob. You're going to make a silent pilgrimage? You snicker. I bet you 10 drakes you can't do it. Holy shit! I got a journal update. Julian bet me 10 drakes that I'd fail my silent pilgrimage. Get fucked, Jacob. Oh, you're not coming with me? Well, maybe you are. Does he come with me? We'll decide that. That and more will be discussed next time in the next chapter. We'll conclude, so I don't forget, by training you. Did you ever read any of Vivec's so-called poetry? I hear it's really appalling. God damn, you blasphemous fuck. Jacob. Alright, yeah. Let me actually get to training you. Let's improve your skills. Let's improve your spear. Good. Pointy things it is. I don't think I can train him again. Let's improve your skills. Yeah, no. Alright, Jacob. Well, now you're at least a level 30 in spear. And with that, I think we will leave Finwe with his friend Jacob Julian here before the Palace of Vivec as he prepares to make a pilgrimage in silence to the other side of the province. But as I was saying, that is in the next chapter of Finwe and Doris's tale.
I'm so hungry.
But until then, I haven't said this the last couple of times, but if you're new here and you've been enjoying the tale, if you subscribe, this is the only thing I'll be bothering you with. And for anyone who's watched this and enjoyed it, just leave a like. That way I know you got to this point in the video and you really enjoyed it. Yes. But with all of that, with it in mind of what we're going to be doing next time, stay safe out there, everyone.